Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about the differences between the urinary tract infection and the sexually transmitted infection. Much more of the people usually confuse if it's a UTI or an STI. Now, when we talk about the UTI, we mean the urinary tract infections. The signs and symptoms sometimes can be the same as the sexually transmitted disease. However, there are also differences between the UTI and the sexually transmitted disease. Now, the urinary tract infection normally affect the urinary tract system, which contains of the urethra, the bladder, and even the ureter and the kidneys. That's where the urinary tract infection just affects. And it's also mostly caused by bacteria, which is the E. coli, that infects the part of the urinary tract system. Now, the other thing is that it can be an upper urinary tract infection, which consists of the kidney, and also the lower urinary tract infection that consists of the bladder and the urethra. Now, the other thing, it's not sexually transmitted, and mostly it affects more in women than men, because of the women have the shorter urethra, hence the bacteria, there's a short distance for the bacteria to migrate. The other thing is that the urinary tract infection normally are curable, and the other thing is they can be prevented, and also mostly they are recurrent. Now, when we talk about the signs and symptoms of urinary tract infection, we talk about the frequency and even an urgent to urinate. Someone can have low abdominal pain, frank pains, and what we call the cloudy or smelly urine, and even a feeling of incomplete emptying of the bladder. The other thing is that when it comes to the sexually transmitted infections, now these are sexually transmitted, and normally it can affect the urinary tract infection and even the reproductive system of the male and the females. The other thing is that this is a group of diseases that mostly spread through the anal sex, oral sex, and even vaginal sex, and coming into contact with anyone who is infected with this sexually transmitted disease, such as gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, and other conditions. Now, they are mostly caused by bacteria, viruses, and parasites, not as the urinary tract infections. The other thing is that it's very common in both men and women, so it affects all the age group, whether young or just an adult. And most of the signs and symptoms they present with the same as the urinary tract infection, plus what we call the pain during intercourse, genital blisters or herpes. And the other thing is one can have fever, nausea and vomiting, and what we call the urethra or the anal discharge for those who do the anal sex. So these are some of the differences between the urinary tract infection and the sexually transmitted disease. Now, it also needs partner treatment because it's sexually transmitted. The other thing is most of the sexually transmitted infections are what we call curable, and one can prevent them. Now, these are the differences. So it's a very short video, but very helpful to watch to know the differences, so that one can make a decision to seek medical attention whenever he or she has the signs and symptoms, to get the right treatment. So this is the end of this video. Kindly, if you are new, I request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more of these health videos. Thank you.